Be Bold family, welcome to yet another episode of the Be Bold Show. My name is Therum Katini.
And I'm Crystal Jeanne.
Coming up on today's episode,
wearing a white wig and a robe and saying Your Honor, is that being a lawyer? Is that what it's all about? We'll find out a day in the life of a lawyer.
And what happens when your self-serving hobby becomes your second job? You get Juansu jewelry, a perfect combination of need, determination, and of course inspiration.
But first we will meet a man not fazed by circumstances that wanted to take away his dream of becoming a sportsman or an athlete. He made life work for himself by becoming a sports teacher and helping others achieve their dreams.
All here on the Be Bold Show. Now let's jump right into it. Our very first personality for today is a gentleman who wanted to be a football player but actually didn't fulfill that dream, but instead became a physical education teacher at Lincoln Community School. Furthermore, he also still works with deprived children in and around Accra who really believe and have a dream of becoming a football player. So let's meet this young man, George Abogbampo.
My name is George Abogbampo. I'm a physical education teacher at Lincoln Community School in Ghana. I also have my sports company called Afadu Sports. I'm working hard, I'm working towards my plan. My plan is to be part of Ghana's movement, which is to give back to young people to help the next generation live up this expectation that we've had on our head for a long time.
Tell me a bit about your move to Ghana and why you decided to come to Ghana in the first place.
Okay, like you said, it's been 2 years since I made a move to Ghana. It started from when I graduated from my university degree and decided to come to Ghana for a short holiday. And a short holiday turned into a longer holiday because I managed to secure a job that I thought, might be my dream. And I guess I'm in it right now, so yeah.
So how did you find the job? Was it difficult? Was it different from how you would look for a job in England?
I mean, I guess, like I said, I was on holidays, so I was very relaxed. So there wasn't pressure on me to apply for jobs, but through my networking, I managed to meet some people and we spoke, and my passion also drew some interest from others. And I guess through networking, someone managed to get me to a colleague at Lincoln who expressed the interest, and I put an application, and I guess my application was good enough to get a job here. So it wasn't easy, but I mean, I guess I had to do a bit of work in terms of persuading the people here to employ my services.
So 3 months turned to 6 months, and I'd say from what you're telling me, networking is a huge part of you getting the position that you do. What exactly do you do here?
I'm a physical education teacher at Lincoln. But to be precise, I'm a teaching assistant. So my job here is to also, basically help young people in the school be active and just try to obviously get them to get involved and participate in sporting activities to help shape them for a better lifestyle through the education career.
You told me a bit before about your dream to pursue being a soccer, football player, and how did you feel when that didn't work out?
I mean, it was heartbreaking because as a young child, I've always dreamt to become a footballer, and I mean, I can speak for many kids. It's a passion that is within a lot of boys, and when that didn't happen, the opportunities didn't come my way. I didn't want to give up, and that's the word. I didn't give up, and I also channeled my passion into an area where I think I can give back to those that may have a better opportunity, and that was through coaching, and I guess the coaching got me into the teaching side of things. So
Now, I do know that there is something that is also keeping you in Ghana. Let's talk a bit more about that in being able to find true love or whatever it may be right now in Ghana as opposed to being in England and not being able. I mean, at the end of the day, we want to start our careers and stuff, but family is also important. So how did that play with you moving in?
I mean, I guess I've had my challenges in terms of being here. My family is based in the UK, and also trying to have people around me who can be, helpful in terms of pushing me in the right direction. And I've had my fair shares of, going around and meeting people, networking, and it's been lovely. Excuse me, meeting a few female friends, and for me right now, I'm a happy person because I'm in a relationship with a young lady who I think is very smart herself, and she's helping me through, and I'm also trying to help her to, for us to have a good relationship and for us to grow as well.
What else do you do aside from teaching, being a physical education teacher?
Okay, I also have my I have a group of young people that we work together. We run our own company called Afadu Sports, and what we do with Afadu Sports is we seek for young people's interest in sports, and we try to put on events that's affordable for young people to take part in. And we recently had an event at the LCS Sports Complex called a One World Football.
One what?
One World Football. And the idea is basically bringing the world in Ghana together, on one platform. And what we did was we went around the various schools in Accra. We seek for talented kids from various schools to represent Africa and to represent the world. And the showcase was, at a complex on the 6th of March. We had families come over, and it was a big event. We had support from Healthy Life, and also we had support from YFM, and it was a good concept, and I think it really went well.
And what inspired the Afadu? Was it Afadu Sports? Or what inspired?
I mean, it all comes from my dad. I guess that's my dad's middle name. He's always been an inspiration to me as a child, and will always be. And since he passed away, I wanted to kind of have something for him, and I guess that's where the inspiration came from. And I named the company after him. So our Father Sports is something that is seeking out for young people's interests and providing affordable sporting events for young people in Accra to have opportunity to play football.
So now you have a Fado Sports Complex, you're a teaching assistant and physical education teacher, and in the next, let's say 5 years, where do you see your life going?
This is a question that I've asked myself several times, and I mean, I really want to further my education. I really want to grow as a person, so I think I will definitely be a qualified teacher by that time, and also we're working hard to push our Friday sports to a standard where it's supposed to be, and it's just continue to give back to the community and enjoy what I do, and I guess I can't go wrong from there.
What advice do you have for young people who aspire and hope to do what you're doing right now?
My answer to that will be I just want to basically use the program Be Bold. I mean, young people need to be very bold nowadays because the world is becoming very challenging, and it's about time you step up and take some risk and then find our own feet. Just take the risk, and if it's where your heart belongs, I mean where your passion wants to take you, then just go for it, because sometimes we might miss that smaller picture. And I took a big risk, and I think I haven't made any wrong step, and I'm happy where I am. So just be bold and keep working hard and follow your dream.
George Abogbampo.
Very interesting. A physical education teacher at LCS. I mean, you know what's funny? I think every boy, their dream is to be an athlete, a soccer player. Yeah. But in his case, it didn't happen, and he turned that into something else. And that's what he said. You heard him. He said, work hard, take risk, and move back. Be bold. That was his message.
Yep.
And he's doing amazing, not just for himself, but also helping other kids to become something else and
see
teaching
if they
them.
can follow their dreams. And probably if they can't become that athlete, they will also find something else to do.
All right, well, George Abogbampo, very well done. We support you. Be bold all the way. And everyone is being inspired by you. Now, we're on to our break, but before we go, don't forget, coming up next, we're going to find out if really being a lawyer is about putting on that robe and saying, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor.
And what happens when your self-serving hobby actually becomes a job? We'll all see that next.
My name is George Abogbampo. I'm a physical education teacher at Lincoln Community School in Accra, Ghana. I also have my sports company called Afadu Sports. My advice to you young people out there, to work hard, take the risk, make the move, and be bold.